Hi, friends. Welcome back to Midweek Encouragement. I want to hope to encourage you today. In this season of Christmas, it is filled with so much wonder and amazement, and I even think there may be some questions that go all the way back to what is this Christmas thing all about? We have heard the story of Christmas year after year, and for me, it's one of those stories that never seems to get old. It amazes me how it seems that I find something new in the same story that I've heard so many times, I've read so many times. Or maybe I have a new question to ask God about. In His perfect way, He reveals answers to us. I have this fascination with nativities. I have a small collection of nativity sets, but please do not misinterpret those words. I have a small collection and I want to keep it that way, small. I am fascinated by them and I'm not looking to add to it. I'm just enjoying what I have and grateful for the ones I have. Some are very small, some are a little bit bigger, and some are unique. I have one somebody gave me that is all ducks, rubber ducks. I have another one. It's Charlie Brown and Company creating the Christmas scene. I have one, a small one that my grandmother gave me. I have a snow globe. I have one that is very precious. It was crocheted for me, and it comes in a carrying case that folds out into a manger, a stable. Have you ever wondered why God would have had his one and only son born in a stable? He is the King of Kings, Lord of Lords. Shouldn't have been a better place for him? There was no room in the inn. Do you know why? Well, it's because Joseph's family was there to be registered for the census. They were taking up all of the rooms and they weren't willing to share one. I believe that the purpose that Jesus was born in a manger was for accessibility. Accessibility. It was easy for Mary and Joseph to get in there, stay as long as they needed, and then leave. But it wasn't just for them. Remember, there were shepherds abiding in their flock at night, keeping watch over their flock. When the angel came and told them that the baby had been born, and they would be able to recognize this baby because he would be lying in a manger, wrapped in swaddling clothes. Shepherds know what a manger is. So these smelly shepherds, they probably would not have been allowed to just go into some enclosed building, much less any other place. Not just because they had been in the field or that they smelled like sheep, but they probably were kind of looked down on. The stable wasn't just a place for the Christ child to be born, but a place that no matter our status, the miracle child was available to be seen by those who came seeking him. The shepherds may have looked in several stables before they found the right one. Stables with babies wrapped in swaddling clothes were probably not that prevalent. I, like them, am glad they didn't give up. You too. If you seek him, you will find him, and if you seek him with all your heart, I've often wondered if they ever considered giving up. Have you ever been to that place in your prayer life? You felt like giving up. You have prayed the same prayer for the same person day after day after day, and you wonder if you've got the wrong number or if God even knows your voice. The enemy places doubt in your mind, and you question, am I worthy of the love of God? Does he hear my voice in his ear? What I've learned is sometimes God shows up and sometimes God shows off. God has perfect timing. Just look at the order of how he created the earth. Water before fish and animals, sky before birds, and the sun and perfect land before the sun before land. And I mean, everything was perfectly in order because God is never late. God is never early. He's always right on time. And I believe God directs our steps, even when we are unaware, and he has prepared things for us in advance. He causes all things to work for the good. He fights our battles. And if you will pray through, he will come through with a breakthrough in his perfect timing. Don't lose heart. Don't lose hope. Don't lose faith. Don't lose patience. Maybe you've been standing in the gap praying for someone or something, and they're over there. You're right here, and God is over here. It's a perfect position to be in because you are most like Jesus when you are standing in the gap for someone else. Because Jesus, according to Hebrews, always lives to intercede for us, always lives to stand in the gap for us. So here's my encouragement to you is to keep asking, keep seeking, keep knocking. Rarely have I seen God follow my idea or my way of doing things. He works in mysterious ways, ways we don't even know. I'm sure it seems strange to Gideon and his army to take torches, trumpets, and vases into a battle. They probably would have liked to have swords and spears and tanks and other stronger weapons. Sometimes things just don't make sense. Sometimes God takes us to our limit, but the limits of our faith, our patience, our giftedness. I think faith is like a rubber band. It's useless unless it's stretched. God told Abraham to sacrifice Isaac and then intervene by having a ram stuck in the bushes. I love scripture when Abraham is at the bottom of the mountain with his servants and he says, "Stay here. We will be back." That's a statement of faith. There is a part of history called uh, counterfactual theory. And in counterfactual theory, it asks the question, what if? What if this would have taken place? What if that had taken place? What if this did not take place? What would the outcome be? What if Job had cursed God and died? What if Moses had run when the staff turned into a snake and said, "No way am I going back to touch that thing. I hate snakes." What if Mary had said, "No, find someone else"? What if Joseph had said, "No, a stable isn't good enough for my wife"? The miracle would never have happened. That is what? How long have you been praying for your miracle? 40 minutes? 40 days? 40 weeks? 40 years? Here's a little secret. Your prayers do not have expiration dates. God may not answer in your timing. He may not even answer in your lifetime, but He is answering in ways that you don't even know about. Even without the answer you are seeking, don't stop praying. Don't give up. Don't stop praising Him even for the little things. And if you stop praying, you don't just compromise the present, you compromise the future. But what if you stop praying? What if you stopped caring? Every promise, every miracle, every blessing in your future is out the window when you quit. My friends, I'm seeing answers to prayers that I have been praying for months, if not years. God is faithful. His ways are higher than our ways, and they are better than our ways. The stable was less than ideal by our standards, but perfect, so that all the world might hear the message of love that came for all people. Enjoy the season.